Okay, so I think everybody, you get your parents help you to print out the thing, right? So we're going to start the part 1 first, okay? So first of all, I'm going to introduce a very well-known formula. So this formula is called parents formula, I think so. In Chinese, it's called a 海伦公式, okay? So in English, it's called Heron's formula, okay? So please take out your page number 1. So Heron formula is talking about the relationship between lines and angles. So basically, they're telling, if you know that each side of the measurement of a triangle, you can find out the area and height of this triangle with some basic formulas. Understand? Okay, Peter? So from the very beginning, we need to know the area of a triangle. Hello, Austin. Is based on base times height divided by 2, right, Peter? But now the equation has been updated to, you don't have to know exactly the height, but as long as you know each side of the measurement of the triangle, you can calculate everything.
老师，那个我这节课开不了那个摄像头，我刚刚那台电脑准备不去，然后我就换重启了。
Okay, very good, no problem. Okay, so in this problem, we find the area of ABC. Which sides of the length is 13, 14, and 15? Okay, everybody, we start by drawing the altitude of AX. So AX is, we call it altitude is what? Is height, right? So AX is based on BC, right, Iwan? Okay, so that means on AC, you're going to have another height. 这样我刚刚看了你那个题目，说不定今天的东西学了，对你这个做出来那个题目，说不定有一点帮助。I'm not sure which question you're doing.
Wait, is it that math competition thingy that you were talking about that your school was making you do?
Yeah, math challenges.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody, there's a very important thing, okay? So if you make the height, or we said altitude, of each base, so actually the center will be in the same, in the middle, okay? Not in the middle, inside the triangle. So if you have a isosceles triangle, okay, Peter? If you have an isosceles triangle, and this one will be exactly in the center. Get it? Okay, everybody, so I'm going to start to do that, okay? So they want to know what is the CX in the term of X. 很简单, 14 minus X. Okay, so everybody, I want you to start it to build a strategy because June 应该知道, when you learn the grade 10 trigonometry, there are a lot of questions based on, you don't know any of them, but you can create an algebra, create a variable, and just using the variable to represent a lot of things.
这题是要找什么？
啊？
要找面积吗？
对，要讲面积啊。
那海伦公式不就可以了？
对，我就在讲海伦公式啊。
哦。
你刚刚在没有进来的时候，我们刚刚就跟他说这是海伦公式。But 用海伦公式的时候，我们要知道这个海伦公式是怎么来的，对不对？ So we all know that it's very easy. So Isaac, I can tell you the formula, right? I can just give you the formula and you just calculate it. But the thing is how we use it, where we get the formula is something we're doing. So Heron formula is actually well known and very well used, but the basic of them is just a Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so it's nothing fancy, but 有些小朋友说啊，那我勾股定理我会的，但是海伦公式我不会。那我们来看看。Okay, because for CX equals 14 minus X. So can you give me the equation H equals what? Is it 15 squared minus 14 minus X squared and the square root? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and with this equation, we can also have what? Equal 13 squared minus X squared and the square root. Correct? Because in this triangle, we can use a Pythagorean theorem, and in this triangle, we can use again the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, 那我等式两边这两个等式是不是相等的？ So I can just take away the square root. So 15 squared minus 14 minus X squared equals 13 squared minus x squared. Correct, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can just take them out. So 15 squared minus 14 squared minus x squared plus 28x equals 13 squared minus x squared. Correct? So you take
Yeah.
away. So you have what? You have what? 28x equals. No, I'm going to using 2 times 14, okay? So it's easier for me. 2 times 14x equals 13 squared plus 14 squared minus 15 squared. Correct? So x equals what? Equals 13 squared plus 14 squared minus 15 squared over 2 times 14. Correct, everybody? So this is what? One of the line, the other line, the third of the line, the hypotenuse, and this one is 2 times one of the line, 2 times the base. Get it? So with this one, we immediately get the h, the formula. So for instance, if I have a triangle, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. Okay, I just made it up. Okay, so I just based on the 6, I do a height, and I want you to calculate what is a height. Do we have to really do anything anymore? No, it's just a 4 squared plus 5 squared minus 6 squared divided by 2 times 6. Oh, sorry, this is x. So we still need to times the h. Sorry, this is x. So this part we can immediately get, right? And this one is very easy, just using this one squared and 4 minus this one and just do a little bit. Okay, so at least you know, like just doing a height of the triangle, we can starting to calculate the thing, right? Okay, so this is just one, you don't have to really do that. If you want to, you can do that. But the thing is, I'm going to give you the equation here. Okay, so x equals a squared plus c squared minus b squared and divided by 2a, because this one is, which one is using by a is based on the base. Get it?
Wait. Yeah.
Okay, so the question, the number could be varies, but you just remember when you divide it by 2a, it always is the base one. So a is the base one, so a, b, c, right? So when you do is a squared, the base plus c squared. So why is it c squared? Because your x is based on actually connected with a and c. C squared minus b squared and divided by 2a. So you get x. Okay, so if you want to, you can take a notes here, the problem 2.6.22. So I want you to write down this one. I want you to write down this one. Sorry, this one. I know you have the paper, but I want you to still take your notes. Okay, everybody, so take a notes, okay? So this S is very important because just like Austin said, it's related to the Heron formula. Okay, so we gonna, oh, 没有吗? Oh, 没改吗? I'm sorry. So I'm going to write down the Heron formula and H here for you, okay? I think I just missed. 我没有把每一页都画下来。Okay, so first of all, I'm going to ask you to write down the H. So H equals 2 times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C divided by A. Okay, so that is the height of the formula. Did you write it down, everybody? Okay, so now I'm going to give you the area. So the area equals S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C。这个很容易看啊，因为 area 等于这个，对不对？所以用 area 去乘以2，然后除以 base，是不是就等于 height？ So this one is based on this. So if you remember this, it's very easy to remember how to calculate the height. But it is not necessarily always A, okay? So the A, what is A? The A is based on your height is based on which base. For instance, 如果这个 height 是在这里的，那这个 A 就在下面。If I'm creating a height based on AB, everybody, so at the bottom one, the denominator one will be what? Oh, nobody tell me?
Denominator.
So
Over 2A.
no, I'm asking because this height is based on A, right? So that's why it's 2 times area divided by A. So if I'm creating a height based on AB, everybody, so AB is actually C, right? So basically we need to using area. So it's S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C and what? Divided by 2 times this one and divided by what? Divided by C.
What?
Okay, you don't understand?
No.
OK， 我再说一遍啊，在这个三角形里面 ，calculate 这个 h 的公式是2乘以根号 s 乘以 s 减 a 乘以 s 减 b 乘以 s 减 c，right? And divided by a. Why? Everybody, is because this height is based on a. If I'm creating a height based on C, so the height of this one will be 2 times square root blah, blah, blah divided by C. If I'm creating a height based on AC, and in order to calculate this height, it's 2 times blah, blah, blah divided by what?
B.
Thank you, Drew. I wouldn't understand. So I'm talking about how to use the formula and how to calculate it with it. Okay,
Oh yeah, I see.
okay. So
Yeah.
let's take a look at this one. So 这个太简，前面那个我们不做了。So we're going to directly using the Heron's formula to find out the area of the triangle with the following sides of this. Okay, so we're going to do number B, C, and D. No, C maybe, yeah, just do C and D. C and D. Okay, and I want to just inform you again, S equals what? S equals the perimeter divided by 2. Okay, so the area of the triangle, for instance, I'm just using 4, 5, 6 as an example. So first, you need to calculate the perimeter of this one is 15. So F equals 7.5. Okay, so the area equals 7.5 times 7.5 minus 4 times 7.4 minus 5 and 7.5 minus 6 and time them together and square root. So that is the area of this one. Okay, everybody, you're allowed to use a calculator.
Oh.
So all you need to do is just a C and D. Good job, June. Good job, Austin. Very good. 可以用计算器的小朋友啊。在这里。OK， 后面一道题目有点，你可以把它留着 square root。OK， so the first one, everybody, so 12 plus 35 plus 37 equals what? Equals 47 plus 37 equals 84. So 84 divided by 2 equals 42. Okay, so that is the thing. And I want you to do S equals 42 here, write it on your paper. OK， 这些都可以在你的草稿纸上，但是 S 等于42就要写在本子上。那 area 等于什么呀？ OK， 等于 square root 42 times 36 times 7 times
5.
So it's basically 42 times 36 times 7 times 5 and square root. And this one is using a calculator to help you. Okay, so the answer is what? Very good, Ivan. Good job. 210, right? So let's take a look at the next one. So basically, 679加起来等于多少？等于 22. So 22 divided by 2 equals, so S equals 11 square root 2. So area equals square root of 11 square root 2 times 5 times 4 square root 2, sorry, and 2 square root. Correct? 那这个只要把这个乘起来，那 square root square root square root square root 这个4个等于什么 ？equals 4. No,
Yeah, but naturally is 2.
it's 4, right? So 11 times 5 times 4 times 4, basically. So 两个 square root 并起来等于一个2，这两个并起来等于一个2，所以等于4。So basically just doing 55 times 16 and square root, something like that. Okay, so it's going to be a number. So just using your calculator, it doesn't have to be perfect. So there are a lot of questions like that. Okay, so in the MC10 or in MC8, there's a lot of questions that they don't give you the graph. Okay, so there's a very important. So Peter, it doesn't have to be precisely right. Okay, 5, 7, and 8. But it cannot be like you put 5 here and 7 here and 8 like that. It's not right. Understand, Iwan? We have to be a little bit closer to the real graph. Okay, so this one is 5, this one is 7. Yeah, I think yeah, 7 and 8. Okay.
哎，老师，今天是 Amy 吗？
啊？
今天是 Amy 的比赛吗？
对呀，对呀，对呀。然后那个叫什么？
What?
对，然后鹏鹏都没去，我觉得我们那个老师忘了我们了。Yeah, you should go, but 鹏鹏 whatever. 我觉得你被遗忘了，你参加下一次吧。
Bro.
那反正每个人只能参加一次呀，你参加下面一次呗。而且你对啊，我那
有
个
2场吗？
2场。 你可以不是有2场，就是你可以选择哪一次，它有2次，对。而且我觉得大概是因为鹏鹏是B qualified 的，大概他们就直接给你选的后面一场 ，I don't know。不，反正你去你也做不了几题的，去鹏鹏。大概做对1题。Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So GH equals 5, HI equals 7. So, I'm gonna change it. This is G, this is H, this is I. Okay, so let's just make like that. Find the height of GHI for the G to the HI. Oh, 我说我反了，没关系。Okay, so everybody, so it's gonna be like that. Wow, that's a very straight line. Okay, so let's take a look at this one, everybody. So I want to find out the height based on HI. So we know the height of H is what? Is 2 times square root S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C and square root over A, okay? So for this question, what is S?
10
变题半
Okay, so the inside is very easy. So it's 10 times 2 times 5 times 3 and square root and times 2. But my question is, what are you going to divide it by? And everybody don't say it aloud and text me.
Oh.
Add it to me. So which number you're going to put it in the denominator?
哪个边是底？
对，不说啊 very good. Iwan, good job. June, good job.
I
Very-
sent it to you, even though I didn't.
我没有看到。Okay, Isaac. 对, okay, Isaac. Because this height is based on this base, so that's why you need to divide it by 7. Get it? So this is something I explained earlier.
What is said to GI? I think I read the problem wrong.
So,
Wait,
okay.
what?
Okay, so everybody, a lot of my students before they making mistakes. Peter, you're the one who making mistakes again. Okay, as well. So the thing is, like I said, so the H, the top is always the same, but the base is the one who determine how tall or how much measurement, what is the measurement of the height? The height actually for every single triangle, they have 2 height instead of 1. Get it, Peter? So this height is based on this base, and this height is based on this base, and this height is based on this base. And since we're talking about the base, since now we're talking about the height, which is go through the G, and this height is based on HI, so that's why you need to divide it by HI, which is 7 instead of 8. Understand, Peter? Understand, Isaac? So this is the problem. The part, like earlier, I spent so much time explaining this one because there are a lot of students think, okay, because this formula is based on the A is on the bottom one. So he doesn't care the height is which one, he just divided by the bottom one. No. So the height, everybody, is determined by the base. So that's why when you know the area, so this is area, right, Peter? This is area. So area equals what? Equals base times height divided by 2. Get it? So even though we're using the Heron formula, we still have the basic triangle areas calculation way is base times height divided by 2. So that's why area times 2 divided by base equals height. Get it, everybody? So that is the truth about this formula. Okay, so now let's forward to the thing. Okay, so Chinese mathematician Liu Hui, okay, based on proof of the Pythagorean theorem on the diagram on the right in the 3rd century AD. Of course, he probably didn't call the result of the Pythagorean theorem because in China we call it Gogu Ding Li, correct? So
his name is not even close.
yeah, no, our Gogu Ding Li is actually earlier, right? I think Austin, correct? Our Gogu Ding Li is earlier than the Pythagorean.
知道
Yeah, 我过会查一下，我记得是国小的时候 ，OK。This is how our Chinese mathematician could calculate it, why it is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, so you can, if you're interested, you can take a look. But today we're not going to spend any more time on that. Okay, so this part is the part I love the most, everybody. why I love the most is I used to learn how to do the carpenter when I was 4 years ago. Okay, so I learned the carpentry in the school, and there is a professor. I call him professor. He knows that I am a math teacher. He said, "Hey, there's one thing I want to show you. I can with a yuan gui to create a perpendicular line without anything, just a yuan gui." 大家知道圆规是什么吗？
知道。
Okay, good. So basically, 我们现在有一条线，这个线上面有一个 A, okay? 好 Peter, let me ask you, without the ruler, how are you going to create a line that perpendicular on this line? This is almost impossible, 对不对？但是 with 一个圆规就可以。Okay, let me explain why. So first, I'm going to create that is not very circle. OK， 这个是我特别喜欢这个原因是什么，小朋友们 ？So actually, math is in the real world. OK, I'm gonna make it a little bit better.
那就是让边和它那个，就这个叫 touch，
对，
一个 tangent line，然后连接那个点。
对，就是
但是你不用尺这么连。
可以用那个弹，因为做木工的时候，它有一个弹线，就是那个弹线就这样崩一下，它就把那条线画上去。就木工师傅都有那个东西。所以我们首先看一下，我拿 A 做一个圆心 ，so I'm going to use A as the circle of the center, and I'm going to randomly do a circle, and this circle I'm going to connect it and this line with X and Y. Correct, everybody? Okay, I don't care how long the radius is. It's always can connect it with AX and AY. This AX and AY is always equal the radius I use it to create the circle. Correct, Peter? Okay, so now since I have the Y, I'm going to using Y as the center of the circle. Okay, so and I want to do this one here, so I'm going to use that. So AX equals AY. Correct, everybody? Don't you agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to using Y as the center of the circle, and I'm going to create a circle again. I'm going to use Y as the center of the circle, and I'm going to using AY as the radius. I'm going to make a circle. Yeah, just like that. Get it, everybody? Okay, so now I'm going to using the AX. Oh my God. Try to make them the same, okay? I'm going to use AX. Sorry, Okay, everybody, don't you get me? So I'm going to use X as the center of another circle and using AX as the radius, and I'm going to do another circle. So everybody, these two circles is going to connect each other on this point. So I'm call this point B. So now I'm going to connect XB, and I'm going to connect YB. So let me ask Peter a very simple question, because AX equals XB, correct? Because it's a circle, their radius, right? And AY equals YB, correct? And because AX equals AY, so does it mean that I created ABXY, it is every single line is the same? Correct? Okay, so now I'm going to connect, I'm going to make a diagonal of AB. And I know AB is perpendicular to XY. Why? Because if for a quadrilateral, if each of the line is the same, there are only two possibilities. One of the shape is diamond, and the other shape is square. Correct, everybody? With a quadrilateral, and each of the line is the same. The only possibility is diamond and square. Correct? I win. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we have the diamond, we connected the diagonal perpendicular to each other. If we have a square, we connected with the diagonal and these two diagonal perpendicular to each other. Understand? So that's why AB must be perpendicular to line N. Understand, everybody? Okay, so this is the real math is using, 因为所有的木工啊 the carpentry 真的就是用这个方法来画直角的，不是假的，因为我是自己去学过。后来他在跟我说这个的时候，然后我想说啊，我小的时候学这个东西的时候，老师就是让我们这样画的。但是我的老师没有跟我说，木工就是这样干活的。So I really see the 木工干活的时候，我激动的要命，然后回来就跟我老师说，Oh, this is really， 然后我老师就说，我本来就是这样的。So that's how we learn it。
学木工不能用尺子吗？
因为尺子不可能是完美的，你知道为什么吗？Austin, because 木工的 surface of the 木头是不是 perfect 的？ So there's no 尺子 is perfectly going to apply on the 木头。 So because our question is always based on math, it's on the piece of paper, so everything is perfect. So you're going to learn the science is like physics and everything. They always, for every physics question, they will give you requirements like, suppose it's in the perfect situation. 但是在现实生活中 you have a lot of things 阻力会这个会那个风也会让你速度变慢啊什么雨也会让你速度变慢 so you really cannot using that one perfectly. So the 木工也是一样的 you cannot use a 尺子因为木头的表面它都不平的 so there's no 尺子 can really work on the 木头然后 give you a perfect perpendicular line.
Yeah.
So that's why the thing, the kicking. 懂了吧 Okay, so now 这个 exercise 你们可以回去玩一下用圆规画出来一个45, 45 and 90的 triangle 然后用圆规画出来一个30, 60, 90的 triangle without any 你可以用尺来画线但是你不能用尺来量角 Okay, we can try this one, it's pretty fun. Okay, so now let's just take a look at the question for this one. Okay, so this is basically the MC10s. Triangles, they won't go very hard, okay? But triangle mixed up with the circle and mixed up with other shapes may be getting better, getting harder. So with today's class, we'll be focusing on just doing the calculation of the triangles. Okay, everybody, so let's take Austin, 你现在数学学到哪里了？
我学校还是
学校对，
学校上完了呀？
你学校对，你在学 AP 了是吧？
对。
那我问你一下，就是你们学校里面，就是他 IB 不是你还没到嘛？你现在还是 Pre IB 对吗？
对。
但是你也可以先修的是吧？
大修
啊？
怎么修？
什么？
怎么修啊？
就我说你在学校里面可以先拿这个 credit 吗
？IB 的不行。
IB 的不行，但是 regular school 的 credit 可以。
这个好像你只要自己在家学快点就可以，7年级上11年级的课。
对，我知道，但是这个学校 credit 还是没给你啊？
给了。
给了吗？
十年级的。
对啊，学校
没干过。
7年级对啊，你只能在家里学。那 June 就可以先拿，对吧 ？June 你是已经拿到10年级的 credit 了，对吧？
先拿 credit 其实没什么。
已经拿了，你已经拿了，对吧？对，我说
毕业有。
对 ，Austin，the thing is 就是 credit 还是有用的，因为你如果没有 credit 的话，你还得去修这门课呀，你就很浪费时间。那我的问题就是你需不需要 ？You must take that one or not？
应该有的吧？
有的是吧？因为 I know the AP program, but I'm not very sure about the West Vancouver's IB program. Is if you could skip the class or not?
You couldn't skip a grade?
No. When you're high school, you can take the credit earlier if you're good, right? So let's take a look at this ones, okay? So everybody, we're not going to spend a lot of time doing these things. Just number C and number C, you take a look, then we're moving forward to the 6.28 because that's a special angles. So for the C, very easy, just this one squared and this one. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it. So just to talk, just C and C, just 2 questions, 2 minutes and we finished it. Okay, so 那个就是你可以用计算机的。So 16 times 2 equals 32 and 17. So 32 plus 17 equals 49. So this one equals 7, right? 我就看到这个答案有点乱。我们只做这题。有点不敢相信我的眼睛。
6.27的 C 不做吗？
就做啊做啊做啊做啊，那个，但是有人告诉我什么，这个答案我有点迷茫。这题大家没做是吧？那所有小朋友的答案发给我。Okay, but I didn't see that one. So this one, the answer. Okay, so Isaac, what is 你最好不要再发给我这个，我眼睛看的疼死了，老是看不清。So your answer is 5 and 4. I don't.
For the first one and 4 for the second one.
啊？你说啥？
Number C for 6.26 is 5.
怎么会是 5呢？那4根号2的平方 right? So equals this part 16
Oh, I forgot that 6.
32. And this one is 17 squared. So square root, so equals equals 17. So 32 plus 17 equals 49. So
Yeah.
square root equals 7. Okay, I almost think I am making stupid mistakes. Okay, everybody, I spent too much time on these questions, okay? So you just to finish your home at home, okay? So now I'm going to spend a little bit time for these ones, okay? So this is called a special angles. I think for June, for Austin, it's no problem at all, but I'm not sure if any of one of you know that. So when you have this one and angle, so this is 90, this is isosceles triangle. So it means this is 45 and this is 45, okay? So the relationship between them is what? So this is 8, and if you want to, you can just make a line here, okay? So this is 4, this is 4.
For square root
4
2.
squared, it's 4 square root 2. So 4 square root 2. Okay, you can just simply remember that. If you have this one is 2, this is square root 2, this is square root 2. So since now the 2 became 8, so it's times 4, so basically just a square root 2 times 4. Okay, so this is something you remember that. And now we have this special triangles. If you have this one's 90 degree, this is 30, 60, this is 30. So this is 2, this is 1, this one will be square root 3. And since this shortest line is 6 and it's square root 3, so that means you times the 6 square root 3 and times 6 square root 3 and times 6 square root 3. So basically, I'm just using the method of ratio, 对不对？原来是1，这里是2，这是根号3，这是一套。你可以背下来的，对不对？当你的1变成了6根号3，那你另外2个都只要乘以6根号3。So the longest one will be 12 square root 3, and this one will be 6 times 3 equals 18. Okay, so just very simple. And 6.29 is find out if they are right triangle. So there are some different ways you can just calculate them, okay? So I'm not going to spend time with that. So 6.30 is fine, so we don't have to do it. And 6.31 is just telling you the different ways to prove the Pythagorean theorem, so we just skip it. 6.32, everybody. If Ping Ping, you don't have the paper, you can look at this screen for this. You have it? Okay. So everybody, 6.32, you have 1 minute to give me the answer. Okay, I'm going to explain this question. AB equals BC equals 1. AD is parallel to BC. And CD is parallel to AE. Okay, so I want to find out AE. Very good, Austin. Isaac，你的这个计算有问题啊！啊，你这个计算每次的方法都很对，但是计算都很错。OK，哎，有可能Isaac 是对的。Okay. So I win, and then Peter and Peng Peng. I'm still waiting for your answer. Okay. So you have 30 seconds left. 很简单了, okay, everybody. So this is one. This is one. Okay, thank you, Austin. Austin corrected. And Isaac, 你做的对，但不是最简的。老师过一会儿给你解释一下为什么不是最简的。So everybody, this is one, this is one, this is what? This is square root 2, right? And this is square root 2, this is square root 2. So what is the measurement of this one? This is 2. So this is 2, this is 2, this is what? 2 square root 2. Okay, Isaac, 我知道你肯定不是像我这样子做出来的，你能做出来，对的，可以，很好。But it takes too long. Okay?
I did the way you did it.
对你是这样你是加出来的嘛？就是你没有直接就靠用这个 ratio， 你就直接就你因为你等于根号8嘛，你肯定算了嘛，你肯定是2的平方加2的平方，然后开根号了，对不对？不用算这个题目，因为它是3个直角等腰三角形组成的，所以你只要在每一次在那个直角边上面直接去乘以根号2就可以了。Get it, Isaac? So it's gonna be
Yeah.
quicker your answer by 30 seconds. Okay, Pan Pan, you don't know.
我刚也加的。
我知道了。
你也加了是吧？所以你犯错，对。那这个题目完全不要算，就是我希望你们可以长成一个肌肉记忆，好不好 ？OK， 6.34我们也不讲了 ，OK，6.33也不讲，6.33自己做一下 ，OK。So let's take a look at 6.35. Okay, so 6.35 in the figure show E is a midpoint of AB. Okay, everybody. So since AE is a midpoint, so AE equals EB. Okay, just a little bit this one. And AB equals 16. So we know that AE equals 8 and EB equals 8. Okay, AC equals 12. So AD, because D is a midpoint, so this is 6 and this is 6. Okay, so show EFB is similar. This one's similar, okay, and to CAB. So EFB and CAB. So they want you to show this one is similar to the bigger one. So this one, we don't have to do it, right? So in order to make two triangles similar to each other, you have to have two angles that same to each other. So we have this one's 90, this one's 90. And also these two triangles share the angle B as their common point, common angle. So that's why these two triangles are similar. Find DG and EF. DG and EF. Okay, so how do we do DG and EF? Okay, everybody, please find out. And please find out the area of AEFG. So it's just this one. OK， 第一个条件已经出来的条件可以直接用的啊，就是说我们已经知道这个三角形和这个大的是 similar， 那我们也知道这个和这个大的也是 similar。OK， and since this is a bigger triangle, so 16 and 12, can we find out BC equals what, everybody? Okay, so I give you some hint. Okay, Austin and June. Austin 跟 June 在 EF 的问题上是有了特殊的看法，两个人的看法有点不一样。OK， Austin 给我的答案是 June， 你要看一下 ，check your answer。Okay, so everybody, I want you to take a look. Okay, so this is something similar to the one we have. So for the triangle GCD is similar to a triangle ACB. Okay, 这个是个直角，直角和直角对齐。So GC to AC equals CD to CB equals GD to AB. Okay, so Isaac, good job for the EF, very good. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So how do we get those ones? So also EF is the same thing. So because EFB is similar to what? CAB. Okay, so that's why EF to AC equals FB to AB equals EB to CB. Okay, get it, everybody? So based on, thank you, June, good job, you corrected. Okay, so how to calculate the area of the center one? Very easy, because you know all the measurement of this one, you know all the measurement of this one. So just basically the bigger one minus these two one, right? And CB is very easy because it's 16, this is 12, so this is 4 times 4. This is 3 times 4. So basically this is 5 times 4. So CB equals 20. This is a perfect triangle with 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So let's take a look at this one. Find the area of an equilateral triangle with the height of the length is 8. So first, you need to draw a equilateral triangle with the height of the length is 8. So they didn't tell you each of the line equals what, but they give you the height of its one is 8. So basically they're telling you what? So because this is 2x, this is x, this is height. So 8 equals square root 3x. So basically you can just calculate this one, find out what is x, and you can do everything, right? So you don't really have to using the Heron formula because you're just using 2x times 8 divided by 2. Okay, so we're gonna move forward. So I think the harder question will be the challenge problem. So I'm going to like this week, okay? I think last week we're doing very well because I sent the detailed answer for the homework, correct, everybody? So then I don't have to spend time explaining the questions in the homework. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to send the answer to all those questions. And with the specifically with the question with the star, this is something hard. I will, because you know the earlier question, like those review question, I think everybody can do it. But for the challenge one, I'm going to send the detail, like how one by one do that. Okay. So if you have any questions after you see my explanation, you still have some questions, please send me the email or send me the WeChat talk. Then I can spend some time in the class and explain it. Is that okay? So I think that's a good strategy, can save us some time. June, don't you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Austin, you agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so the question will be a lot, okay? So my suggestion, okay? So we have some 2 students, which is very young. It's Isaac and Peng Peng. You just focused on the review question. For the challenge question, try your best. OK， 好，这个时候你看鹏鹏笑了 ，Isaac 就是一脸很正经的样子， 知道鹏鹏心里在想什么？鹏鹏想，Oh, that's good. I don't have to do that much. Isaac
You
I-
need to try.
Isaac 肯定在想 ，Isaac 想，我就算老师不要我做，我也要都做。你看，这个就是学渣和学霸之间的区别，你知道吗？Okay, so June,
Excuse me.
for June, Austin, Iwan, and Peter, of course, for the review question, okay, you don't have to do any question before 6.34, okay, 前面的都不用做了，从6.34开始做，然后做后面，好不好？ Okay, it's basically just a calculation. It isn't necessary you do all of them. But Peng Peng and Isaac, you're still young, so you need to practice them still. 干嘛 Isaac 干嘛这个脸？我刚表扬过你是学霸，你就开始给我这个脸，真是。Okay, and so all of you, if you having some questions after 6.50, it is very normal. So just you're welcome to take a look at my explanation and everything. If you need any help, I'm gonna do it next week. 好不好? Okay, so I think that's the most productive way, so we can just go through more and more things. So today will be the 这个大家不喜欢的这个对吧？这个部分。那星期六我们就上这个数字的部分，然后对呀，好不好 ？Okay, so we just do the thing like that. 星期二就是讲几何的部分，星期六就讲这个代数的部分。So everybody, you can just arrange your thing. 你可以 arrange 你自己的 time. So because if you like the 集合 better, then you just spend a little bit more time on Tuesday. Okay, understand? So this is my point. This is my plan. Okay, you can give me some suggestion if you think it's still not good. But I think sending the homework after the class, it's a very good way. Correct, Jen? Okay, so that's it for today's class, and I wish you have a wonderful night. And yeah, 不光是你，因为我觉得其实真的是上课的时候上这个几何真的挺难的。我觉得我以前在上课的时候，我在学数学的时候，我觉得我们老师在黑板上随便一画就是一个圆，你知道吗？然后随便
You're like, how?
对啊，我真觉得他们就像神仙一样。然后现在还好是 Zoom 嘛，我可以接触很多工具就画圆。然后我以前在那个线下上课的时候，我画一个圆像画的像狗啃一样，你知道吗？这种，哇，超惨的 ，very bad. Okay, so everybody, yeah, so thank for the technology, and I'm going to still be a good teacher. And okay, I want to share a story with you. Okay, 我今天有2个小朋友到我们家来
Story time with math teacher.
我今天有2个小朋友到我们家来上课，然后他们俩都没有做作业，然后就态度很差的样子，知道吗？就是 throw the temper tantrum to me, so I'm kind of like sad. So I was like, I hold it myself, I hold it. 然后他们还是这样子，后来我实在忍不住了，我就把他们臭骂了一顿。But guess what? When they're going home, they're very happy. They think, oh, actually, my teachers care about us. They're very happy. Okay, so all of you, the story I'm telling you is based on. If one day you think what I'm yelling to you and I'm being very nasty and very horrible, it's all because I care about you and care about you all and care about you very much. Understand, everybody? So that's the purpose of it, of me telling you this story. Okay, so bye everybody. Have a nice night. And be careful. So remember, if your mom or dad is yelling to you, it's all because they care about you too much. Okay, everybody?
Right, totally.
Bye bye.